Rachel here from GlowBody Personal Training. Get right down into bound angle pose as we talk for a second. I want you to relax your shoulders down and let your knees just fall down to the ground as you hold your feet. So I want to talk about why I think yoga is so important, especially during third trimester for pregnancy. I believe that we are seriously training for labor right now, guys. We're not just training to get fit and to keep baby healthy. We're training for the most physically exhausting event I've ever been through in my life, including half Ironman triathlons. It's definitely the hardest. So we need to prepare by opening up our pelvic floor and relaxing all of those muscles down there in order to allow baby to come out smoother. Bethany Williams requested that we do a third trimester yoga video on my last challenging chair Pilates. So I decided to dig deep down and get out of my comfort zone and bring you guys a yoga video. So I hope that you enjoy this. It's not your traditional yoga. This is strictly getting ready for labor. With that, a nice exhale. We're going to start with neck rolls. Take your neck and lean it over to the right. Just let it drop slowly. It helps if you shut your eyes and just relax into that. Let your shoulders drop at this point. And exhale to get a nice deep stretch. Just let all of that weight roll off of your ears down onto your shoulders. Slowly allow your neck to roll forward. Nice and controlled, looking down at baby. And then over to the left, again, allowing your ear to release and roll as if it could touch your shoulder. Take a couple deep breaths here. A nice exhale. And again, roll that head forward, looking down at baby belly, sitting up nice and straight. I want nice, lean, long backs, elongated spine, and your head should be back on the right side. Now, as if somebody's lifting up your neck for you, slowly lift it back up to center. All right, right arm is going over to left knee. Left arm is reaching behind you. You're doing an upper body twist. I want the focus to be on your upper spine, not on that baby belly. So think about bringing this front shoulder and pushing it forward just a little bit more. Once you feel good in this state, you can turn and look towards that front right shoulder in that direction. It's almost as if you're wringing yourself out, just like a rag. All right, now slowly come back to center. We're going to switch sides. Left arm is going on your right knee. Right arm is going back towards this back wall, and you're reaching for that back wall. You're pushing that left shoulder towards this back wall, and your baby belly is staying nice and straight, looking right ahead of you. I feel good now, so I'm going to turn my head and look over that shoulder, really bringing out my whole upper back, my neck, releasing a lot of tension in this move. All right, come back to center. Spread out your legs. Use your arms to help you move those legs out to the side. Then I want you to inch forward, just an inch or two. There we go. Throughout this whole video, you're going to be breathing at your own pace. I want you taking deep breaths, inhaling out of your chest, and exhaling. When you exhale, you're making more room for that baby, just creating a bigger belly, a bigger space for your uterus and placenta to be during that exhale. So think about that throughout. Right now, we're going to do a modified version of half moon, right arm up, and lean over to your left. So regular half moon, you're in a standing pose like this, right? Right now, we're really affecting our groin, and we're getting the whole side of our obliques, shoulders, and arms, just as you would in regular half moon. Now for me, it feels better to take this left arm, just support my body weight on this leg right here. So this is definitely a modified half moon. If it still feels good for you, maybe you're in second or first trimester, and you want to keep your arms up like this, and you have a lot of core strength right now, by all means, go for it. Right now, it feels good for me just to lean on my body weight and get a little bit deeper into that stretch. I want you to look up, look at that elbow, and as you're looking at it, reach just a little bit farther. That's it. All right, now use your core to sit yourself back upright. Come to center. We're going to go to modified half moon on the other side. Exhale as you lean down into the stretch. Great. Again, I'm going to use this leg for support. Help pull my body weight up. Looking up in the crevice of your elbow, reach a little bit farther. Really elongating the sides of your obliques, your shoulders, your tries, your entire arm, and you're reaching towards this opposite wall. Great job, mommy. Feel that stretch. All right, we're going to come out of that slowly. Next, get onto all fours. We're going into cow and cat. All right, we're going to start with cat. Instead of traditionally what you do is use your back to get it up. I want you to use your pelvis. So for this first round, put your hand right on your hip and think about that pelvis turning in just like that and getting your back up high. You're pulling baby towards your spine, engaging your core. And then as you release and go into cat, this is not going to be an exaggerated back bend. This isn't the sexy move where you're going to get this huge back curve right here. I just want you to get a small back curve, open up your belly, just let baby hang to the floor. Think about releasing everything, especially releasing towards your pelvic floor area. So those are the muscles that you use to hold it when you really have to go pee. So you're releasing those muscles right now, and then we're going to go back up into cat. When you're in cat, you can either be looking down at your thumbs or looking down at your knees. Really get that high, engaging your pelvis, engaging your core, and release into cat. With an exhale, look up gently. Don't overextend your neck. You're not overextending your back, just using your pelvis. And again, tuck it in into cat. Pull it in, pull baby up high. And release into cow, opening up that pelvis. We're going to do this one more time. It's a great exercise to get baby in the right position in these last 12 weeks or less before labor. And release back into cow. All right, spread those knees just a little bit for me, mommy. I want you to lean your booty back. Going to go into child's pose and inch those fingers forward until you really feel a great extension in your shoulders. You're looking down at your mat. Your spine is nice and straight. Head is in a neutral position. Now I want you to push that booty behind you just a little bit more. You can push off with your hands and push that booty back. You may need to widen your feet for this. I like my feet closer together. Your knees are nice and wide. And your baby belly is either not touching the floor or just gently resting on the floor. Nice deep breaths here. Relax your chest, let your chest sink down and touch the floor. Your shoulders and armpits are also getting closer to the floor. All right. Now lifting from your booty, I want you to lift that booty up and slowly come forward out of that position. Next, we're going to get into our standing moves, so stand up carefully, as always. Take your time. Nice exhale. All right, we're going to start with a forward bend and then go into some traditional warrior moves that you may be used to. Arms up with me. And exhale as you release down. Bend those knees just slightly as you roll your back up. We're going to do that one more time. Arms come up. And back down. Notice my feet aren't together. They're about hip width distance apart. It's much easier to balance at this point with wider feet and hips. Slowly roll up, bending those knees just slightly. Coming up your spine, your shoulders, and finally, your head. All right, I want you to step forward to the front of your mat. Take your right leg and step back, going right into warrior one. I want you to be able to get low into this, ladies. Remember, it's all about opening up this pelvic area over here. So if you're not low enough, Just scoot that toe, that rear heel and toe back just a little bit farther. Arms straight up, reaching towards the sky. And on your exhale, I want you to sink down into warrior one. I'm going to hold this pose just for a few seconds. All right, as you bring your back heel down to the floor and your foot facing forward, come into warrior two. Think about opening up your hips. Your core is nice and straight. Your arms are straight, perpendicular to your body, and your arms are parallel to the floor. Keeping them nice and high, not letting them fall as they're going to have a tendency to do. Lean a little bit more into that lunge. Just hold this warrior two for a minute. A minute's an exaggeration. I'm in a few seconds. All right, back to warrior one. We're pivoting that rear leg on our toes. Great, and sink down into it. Now warrior three, you can do the full version like I'm about to do, or you can just balance on your back leg. So we're going to engage our front quadricep right here, step into it, and come up into warrior three, getting that rear leg as high as you can. I want you to hold this right here. If you feel yourself wobbling too much, you can always put your leg down. Perfectly okay. No shame. You're in your third trimester. You're already a very impressive mommy for even starting this video. So I want you to pull up, engage those glutes, mommy. Pull them up, get that leg high. All right, and relax that leg back down. Back into warrior one. Down into warrior two. Your heel is down. Feet are facing forward. Take this left arm and reach forward. And we're going to bring this down. Set your fingertips are just towards the inside of your toes. Once you get here, you're looking up, reaching up. You're opening up your hips, opening up your chest, and you're breathing. If this pose is a little bit too much for you, you can always do the traditional triangle pose, which is the straight leg. You're reaching down just like this. Otherwise, I want you to stay right here with me. All right, now engaging your core, you're going to lift yourself back up, staying in that lunge. We're going to do that 2 more times. Reach forward and down. Opening up that hip flexor, staying low in your lunge. Your front quad may be burning a little bit right now. It's completely normal. And again, using your core, lift yourself up. Straighten that upper body. If you need to relax for a second, just come out of it. Take a breather. But I want you to stay down. Last one. Reach, 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 reach. And come down. Looking up. Really feeling that stretch in my groin area. Definitely where I need it. Start opening things up down there. All right, engage your abs, engage your obliques. Come back up straight. Back into warrior one, pivoting onto your rear foot's toes. And step forward. Let those arms come down. Well, we've got 2 sides, so we're going to the other side. Keep that left leg forward. I'll switch sides for you. All right, left leg forward. Step back with your right leg. Arms coming up straight. You're looking forward, or you can look right up. And on an exhale, sink down a little bit lower into that lunge. Beautiful, mommy. You're going to be so limber after this workout. All right, rear heel is coming down to the floor. Rear foot is facing forward. Arms are coming down parallel to the floor. Warrior two. Again, you're maintaining normal breathing here, not trying to hold your breath, do anything that feels uncomfortable. All right, swing that arm forward and down, back into warrior one. Exhale to get a little bit lower into the stretch. Sink down into it. Now we're going to step off that back leg. Use your glutes for power. Right here. Push off, and we're going right into warrior three. Engaging your core, engaging your glutes, opening up this groin area. You can point your toe if you want, it's not necessary. Again, never feel bad to put that rear leg on the floor and get your balance. We all lose our balance, especially me, so don't feel bad about that at all. All right, rear leg comes down. Sink back into warrior one. Warrior two, heel on the ground. Beautiful. All right, take this right arm. Reach, 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 reach forward. Come down and look up. Think about the positioning of your hips right now. Are they open or closed? This is closed. This is what I want to see. This is open. Your chest is open, hips are open, your groin is really feeling that stretch. And I want you to come out of it, engage in your obliques, especially these left obliques, to pull yourself up nice and straight. All right, 2 more times. Reach forward and down, hands are at the inside of your toes. You're looking up, reaching up, elongating your whole side of your body, as well as this upper arm, reaching towards the ceiling. Stay low in that lunge, engage the core, come up straight. Stick with me for one more, I believe in you. Reach forward and down towards your toes. Look up. You can use the elbow of this lower leg to push the inside of your quad, and your knee towards the outside. Really engaging that groin. I'm feeling it a lot there. The stretch feels awesome to me. All right, use your core. Bring yourself straight up, mommy. Twist, pivot your toes, come back into warrior one, and step forward. Great standing sequence. All right, for the last part of this workout, we are going into our birthing squats. I want your feet nice and wide, even wider as if you're going to do a traditional plie squat. I'm going to show you the not so pretty version first, and then if you want, you can do the more advanced, the prettier version or whatever. So with your arms right here, glide them down your thighs. We're getting nice and low. Using our palms to push against, just gently, the inside of our knees right here, pushing them back and opening everything up, thinking about opening up the pelvic floor, getting ready for labor. On an inhale, we're slowly going to stand up, and exhale back down into this pose. Now, like I said, the prettier version is like this. You can be all smiles, but during labor, it's like, oh, you're standing there, you can hardly breathe, wanting to hold on to your husband or the wall or whatever. So do whatever feels good for you, mommy, because you are practicing for the biggest challenge of your life, and I want you to feel comfortable and just be able to trust in the training that you're doing right now is going to help you later on. All right, we're going to inhale as we come up. As you exhale, sink down back into it. Just breathe normally down here at the floor. I want you to rock to your left, rock to your right. One more time, to your left, to your right. We're going to do 2 more of these birthing squats. Inhale with me up, and exhale. Get nice and low. Gorgeous. You can rock around just a little bit. All right, last one. Inhale up, and exhale down. Gorgeous. You are getting ready for labor. Trust that your body is just doing what it needs to do. If this is uncomfortable right now, hey, you've got some time. You can start practicing this before labor. And come out of this pose. Great. Step your feet together. Thanks so much for doing this 3rd trimester yoga workout with me. I plan to do this at least once or twice a week, all the way up to my labor. Right now, I'm at the end of week 29, going into week 30. So I'm super excited, and so I know I'm down to the count, down to like 10 weeks or less. So this is the time to maximize your full body conditioning, okay? Maintain what you've got, really focus on that flexibility and opening things up down there while you continue to just maintain what you have on your strength and cardio. Hope to see you next time. If you like this video, please support my channel and press subscribe. Bye guys.